Have you ever wondered what a real day in van life actually looks like? Not the polished Instagram version, but the honest, messy, and unexpectedly beautiful rhythm of living on the road. Good morning from wherever I parked last night. The end of summer markets is here, and after 6 months on the road, I figured it's the perfect time to share what everyday life in the van really looks like. So today, I'm taking you through a full day on the road. From the first cup of coffee to wherever I land tonight. The work, the small joys, the chaos, and the calm. All the little moments that make this life more than just a road trip.
She moves like a map with no borders, a whisper caught in the wind. I see her boots at the corner cafe with a notebook and a grin. She's chasing skies I've never named while I stay in my lane. But something in the way she moves keeps pulling at my chain.
One of the best parts about van life is waking up to a new view every day. Sometimes it's a misty forest, sometimes it's a grocery store parking lot. But that's the magic of it, learning to roll with it, finding your rhythm wherever you end up, and appreciating the little moments that make each morning unique. So, where do I sleep? Well, I prefer parking at recreation sites. For just $17 to $20 a night, you can wake up to some of the most stunning views, often right next to rivers, waterfalls, and hiking trails. From my experience, these spots hit the sweet spot, from scenic, peaceful, and conveniently close to main roads. In Canada, there's a big difference between recreation sites and traditional campgrounds. Rec sites are typically first come, first serve and offer minimal services, so no drinking water, no flush toilets, or garbage collection. Provincial campgrounds or RV parks, on the other hand, are family friendly and come with amenities like hot showers, power and water hookup, garbage and recycling, playgrounds, and dump stations. But since my camper van has solar panels on the roof to recharge my power supply, a built in toilet, and a shower, Rexas give me everything I need: a quiet, safe place to park and sleep, surrounded by nature. Now, you may be wondering what happens if I have a festival or a trade show the next day. Well, I like staying close to the venue. I'll often park overnight at the grounds, a nearby community center, or the gym, or the park, really anywhere quiet where I can rest. I did try Walmart once just to see what the hype is about, and honestly, it was too bright and too noisy for my taste. Now, out here, I've learned it's not just about a place to sleep, it's about the view, the calm, the peace and quiet, and starting the day with a little slice of serenity. Working on the road is its own kind of balancing act, like chasing signals, managing power, and finding focus in the middle of nowhere. Some days the Wi Fi gods smile on me, and the campground has just enough bars to get me through. Other days, I pack my laptop and head to wherever the connection is strongest, like a quiet library, a friendly gym, a university cafe, or even a travel center off the highway. When deadlines stack up, I'll crash at friend's place for a few days to power through the heavy work. It's never the same routine twice, but that's part of the beauty of it. Adapting, flowing, and making every space, no matter how temporary, feel like my own little office on the road. Cooking in the van is pretty simple. I like to keep things quick, easy to clean, and delicious. Less time cooking means more time exploring, right? Honestly, the biggest expenses in van life are gas, campsites, and food. So I try to keep meals budget friendly and practical. recipes that don't create a ton of garbage or require a lot of water to cook or clean. My van holds about 25 gallons of water, which I split between the shower and the kitchen. And because of that, I've learned to make every drop count. I usually camp near rivers, lakes, or waterfalls, so I don't use my shower all that often. Nature kind of takes care of that part for me. When it's time to refill, I stop at travel centers, campgrounds, parks, or gas stations where it's usually free. But if I am in the city, grocery stores or Canadian Tire are my go to. It costs around $3 to fill up 7 gallons. And my mini fridge, it can hold enough food for the week. And I even have a little secret pantry tucked away in my van for canned goods and snacks, just in case I end up off grid longer than planned. It's all about finding that balance: good food, smart storage, and setup that keeps me rolling without any stress. Every drive feels like a mini adventure. Some days it's long, open highways where the horizon keeps stretching farther. Other days it's bumpy forest roads that make you question every decision you ever made. But those are usually the ones that lead to the best views. The fun part about van life is that no two drives ever feel the same. One minute you're passing through sleepy towns and roadside fruit stands. The next you're chasing sunsets across mountain passes. You never really know what's around the corner: a hidden lake, a family of deer, or a farmer's market that bakes the best sourdough bread that you didn't know you needed. Sometimes I'll pull over just because the light hits the landscape in a way that make me stop and stare. And other times, I'll follow a random gravel road just to see where it goes. That's the beauty of life on wheels. There's no fixed plans, just a map full of possibilities. Sure, the van rattles and sometimes my GPS decides to take a nap, but that's all part of the charm. The freedom of not knowing what's next keeps the journey exciting. And honestly, it's those unplanned detours that end up becoming my favorite stories. Every mile feels like a reminder. It's not just about the destination, it's about the drive, the laughter, the little surprises that make the road feel like home. Every day on the road is a blend of freedom and simplicity. Never perfect, but perfectly mine. By the time the sun starts to dip behind the trees, there's this quiet rhythm that settles in. I've learned that I sleep best after a good rinse. So after a long day of working or wandering, I'll find my way to the nearest river and slip into the water. It's my reset. The day's dust and miles just wash away. When I'm in the city, that ritual shifts a little. I'll head to the gym, get in a workout, and use the showers there. It's not as wild or scenic, but there's still something grounding about ending the day clean and calm. My van's got an outdoor shower, and I use it when I need to, but I always prefer finding something natural. There's nothing quite like rinsing off under a waterfall after a hike, or floating in a cold river right next to my campsite. Those moments, quiet, unplanned, and completely real, remind me of why I chose this lifestyle in the first place. So there you have it. That's a full day in my van from sunrise to sunset. Would you try van life for a week? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this little adventure, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join me for a few days on the road. See you in the next one.
In the silence of the morning, the sun awakens and opens the world in colors. Each ray is a hug, a promise, and Van life dances to the sound of the winds. Beautiful life, how beautiful you are. Woven into threads of hope and stars. Every day is a gift, every day is a gift, to paint with love and laughter. Stories, steps that intersect, dreams that intertwine, and in the gaze of the